Hi, I'm Rafay a senior machine learning engineer at MQube. Today I'm going to be talking about how we use open source LLMs and their continued improvement at MQube. Contrary to closed source LLMs, with open source ones we have complete access to their weights and architecture. This allows us to deploy such models and fine-tune them on our own servers. In terms of making these models our own, this would mean having complete control over data processing, ensuring data protection in critical systems like those at MQube. Fine-tuning a model involves teaching a model what we expect on a given input. This allows us to upskill a model on particular tasks or add to its knowledge for a specific domain. The LoRA architecture is a sort of plugin that goes on top of this model. It has far fewer weights than the original model, and in fine-tuning this ensemble, we only train the LoRA parameters while keeping the original model's weights the same. This method requires far fewer hardware resources and achieves the same result. Although this is a great method, for full use of a model, it is better to fine-tune the entire one, and LoRA can be adapted for a very constrained task, or when you want to produce a proof of concept rather than a complete product. With supervised fine-tuning, you are teaching a model by example. Whereas with reinforcement learning, it is the method of the carrot and the stick. You tell the model whether the output is good or bad, and based on that, the model updates its weights. Reinforcement learning is usually used after fine-tuning. With fine-tuning, you are updating the model's knowledge or its understanding of how to respond to a particular task. By example, with reinforcement learning, you are aligning it with human values and making the output more coherent to the end user. Reinforcement learning can also be used when the answer is very subjective and there is no one correct answer to a question. In the context of querying a model in a chat interface, you would collect how useful responses are from the model for end users. Having collected enough of this, you would retrain the model through reinforcement learning, aligning it better with user expectations. Finally, followed by strict scrutiny on an evaluation set, a new model would be ready to be deployed. This automatic pipeline could be run when enough data has been collected through a number or through a strict number, or maybe even just over certain periods of time, maybe a month after, maybe 2 months, etc. Open source projects and models have evolved rapidly alongside closed source ones. Projects like Ollama and OpenWebUI provide suitable frameworks to deploy models on your own servers. Models can be trained to align them with system expectations and then deployed using these frameworks to suit the needs of a particular system or organization.